DJ, you go crazy.
DJUTV, let them know who we got in the building.
Yo, it's your boy Hitta, Mr. All Year. Y'all already know what the going on, bitch.
Hitta, what you on, gang?
Man, just living, trying to stay out the way, man, raising my kids and shit, man, you know.
Word.
Just trying to be a, entrepreneur.
Well, so, first of all, welcome to DJUTV. You know, it's a blessing to have you.
Man, Joe, I'm glad to be here on some real shit. I see you moving on up, man. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate what you're doing, man, and keep going. 100%, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, man. You know, this long overdue.
Man, definitely. We've been supposed to got in this bitch like last year, but you know, it's timing, man. But
perfect timing.
Perfect timing now.
Perfect timing. So let's get into the L Hitta story. Cause first of all, I remember when you first came out, your name was L Hitler, right?
Yeah, it was L Hitler.
What happened?
I ain't gonna lie, like the reason why I named myself L Hitler, cause you know, like growing up, I'm from the streets, so growing up, everybody want to name themselves out the bad guys. You feel me? So I chose the Hitler. I knew it'll attract a lot of attention and I was into the El Chapo story, so I put that together. Came up with the El Hitler. So, but I don't know, a lot of goofy shit started happening, bro. They started like trying to get down on me on my shows. So I'm like, man, I gotta go ahead and make a decision before they do it for me. So shit, I'm like, it hurt it. I ain't gonna lie. I lost a lot of fans changing my name from El Hitler to El Hitta, but I had to in order for me to grow. Yeah.
Cause when we, like you said, you know, name yourself after a bad guy. We're talking about Adolph Hitler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's like one of the most hated men in American history. You feel me?
And I wasn't even thinking when I came up with the name. I was just in jail, on some young thirsty. You feel me? I'm like, I named myself Hitler. I'm gonna be thirsty to listen to me, and I got that aggressive when I talk. So I ran with that shit. But I ain't thinking it was gonna be no backlash behind that shit. But I young. Yeah.
So what was the backlash though? Like what was it that that made you have to change the name?
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of my shows were getting canceled.
Okay.
I thought I was racist. A lot of death threats, inboxes like that. Like why would you? Like why really Hitler?
Right.
He black, and you running with this. I ain't look at it as like how they looked at it, but
yeah, they took it to the extreme.
Yeah, still to this day, even I'm L Hitta, but still they still be on that. Like you L Hitler, we can't do this and that.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you changed to L Hitta because that was the closest
thing to that.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely was.
What's up? Well, tell us about what side of Chicago you from, though.
I'm from the west side of Chicago, born and raised.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I'm out Trumbull, Chicago Avenue.
Word.
Hell yeah.
And tell us what it was like for you growing up out west.
I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of hard growing up out west because my OG, we growing up, she was a single parent, but she ended up moving south, and I ended up moving west with one of my cousins. And I just ended up dropping out of school beginning freshman year, just started hustling and shit. And it wasn't easy. Because I wanted to go to school, but I knew what was going on in school, like as far as my wardrobe, how I want to dress, all that shit. I ain't got shit. And the shit they motherfuckers give me or buying me, I ain't want to wear that shit. So I'm like, it's a sacrifice I got to make right now. And I chose that route. But I lost a lot in that route. I lost a lot in the midst of that. But I was just finding myself.
So you say you dropped out your freshman year?
Hell yeah.
Trying to get better clothes?
Not even just trying to get better clothes. Hey,
I'm just saying.
No, it's how you said it though. No, it wasn't. It was just basically just trying to make a better life for myself. Like it was a lot. Like I was hanging with a lot of older guys. They weren't going to school. They was hustling. I'm seeing how they dress. You feel me? So I'm like, I wanna do the same thing. Not knowing I could have went to school and I did what I did. Then after school, but I was impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically growing up looking up to the dope boys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Which is what a lot of us did. You know what I'm saying? So when you dropped out, you started hustling. Who was it that introduced you to the street life?
A lot of my older cousins. Growing up, seeing them and hearing them talk about stories. Like, my uncle and them, like, that they ain't fascinating me, but being around this is like, you're gonna eventually start showing some type of way that you related to them. So I just got older and started hanging around certain friends that was in this environment and seeing, and it just went from there. Influenced.
So around what time was it that you got interested in music? Was there anyone specifically that inspired you to get into the booth?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Wayne inspired me to get in that booth though.
Lil Wayne?
Hell yeah, he did. Cause growing up, I was a shorty that I ain't used to talk a lot because I used to be trying to hear what I used to be talking about. So once I knew I had the talent and shit, I was listening to Wayne, I was writing. I'd just be writing his lyrics down, not knowing I'd be writing his lyrics down, just trying to just study him and learn him. And then I found out I started off writing poems, and I found out I can do that. And then I'm like, I already don't talk to no motherfucker. I can just put everything that I always wanted to talk about right here. And see, that's what I did.
Right. And the biggest song, you know, of yourself known today is the All Yeah song, which was your breakthrough single. You know what I'm saying? Can you take us back to that moment when you made that song, the concept behind it, the process of it, stuff like that?
Hell yeah. So when I made All Yeah, I just had got out of jail. I just had got out the joint in 2017 in September. So I came home, I started doing my little shit, still doing shows, whatever. But I'm like, man, this shit ain't really paying off like how I wanted to. So I was in a give up mode, give up stage. My producer, shout out RJ the MVP, that's who made the All Year track and a lot of my other, you know what I'm saying, big tracks that's going around out here. So yeah, I end up calling bro, like, man, bro, I broke everything down to him, let him know how I felt. And he like, man, let's go through some shit. Like, so we start going through a lot of shit, like in his laptop, going through a lot of loops, putting it together. And he told me, like, bro, this the one. And I'm like, man, as I'm writing this, I'm like, bro, if this ain't it, I give up, bro. Really, like, I'm like, fuck it is, because I already didn't know what I wanted to do anyway. I just knew how to rap. Like, I just knew I wanted to get big, but I'm like, it started getting fun to me because I could just start turning to my thoughts for real. So that started getting, so I ain't really give a fuck about getting big. But I'm like, man, this starting to get tiring. You feel me? I'm steady spending money to go to the studios. I ain't even dropping half of the songs. You feel me? I'm like, I'm just wasting money. I'm just doing anything right now, I feel like. So I wrote All Year. I went and recorded that. And so I recorded it in February. I ain't dropped that to June. And I knew it was a hit when I recorded that. I knew it was gonna be a hit. I just felt it. I ain't gonna lie, I was in the studio crying when I recorded it.
Was it tears of joy or?
Yeah, it was tears of joy. Cause I knew it was some excitement behind it, but I didn't know how it was gonna come or how fast. Yeah.
That's what's up. This is one of the at this point it's definitely a Chicago classic. You know what I'm saying? You play it at any function. You feel?
Anywhere.
Especially if you out west. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going up. As a former DJ, I am a witness. You know what I mean? Like everybody be singing that shit.
DJ, you go crazy.